Good afternoon, fellow book fanatics. My name is Janet Hazel. Can we all kind of gather around so that I can introduce to you our special guest speaker today? He's passing through and agreed to stop by and say a few words to us. With all the fascinating facts that I have to tell you about, I'm just going to take a few moments and just highlight some of the interesting tidbits, okay? All right, let me ask all of you though first. Has anybody ever picked up a copy of The Village Vomit? No, probably not, because this hasn't been published in many years. But today's speaker, he's the secret publisher of this small satirical newspaper, which used to circulate the halls of a high school, creating pretty much a ruckus back in '64. A career that began with the love of reading comic books and creating his own stories for enjoyment. This author flourished into a writer that surprised all of us, being awarded a 2003 National Book Foundation Medal for Distinguished Contribution to American Letters. Okay, I say this is a surprise because this author is best known for writing popular books like war stories and science fiction or thrillers. That's not usually what they give these letters of American Letters awards to. But speaking of thrillers, you might not have known something about this guest speaker that I think you should know. He made a 40-minute video with Michael Jackson back in the 1990s, and it was called Ghost. Today he's also known for his many publications that have been made into movies. His storytelling skills, his promotion of less established writers, donations to libraries and schools, and sheer volumes of work have found a multitude of readers for generations. Suffering from macular degeneration, this is a disease that leads to blindness. Okay, his author has the love also of music. He's a guitar player in a rock band, which is named Rock Bottom Remainders. He also owns 2 radio stations and writes an Entertainment Weekly column. It's not really all that surprising to most of your readers that will know him, I'm sure by now, because he interlaces music, lyrics, and items out of music into a lot of his publications. Also being a baseball fan, he also incorporates a lot of baseball facts and love of being a Red Sox fan. Today he has more than over 50 books to his name, and he's still publishing, writing some 4 to 4.5 hours a day on his Mac computer. He's currently working with John Mellencamp on their musical, which opens in Atlanta this spring. Everybody make sure to go see them now. He has never set a goal or a limit on how many books that he wants to write. He has a collection of Dollar Babies, which are short stories that he kind of sets aside on a bookshelf, and he sells them for $1 to up-and-coming filmmakers. His advice to those enthusiastic writers seeking help to master their own career is to read, and write every day. Be neat. Be self-critical. Write to entertain, and always ask yourself, am I having fun? So as I conclude this introduction, let us remember that although this writer writes about secrets made of places like Derry, Castle Rock, and Jerusalem's Lot, had a secret pen name that he got from items that were surrounding him at the time, a loving wife who retrieved his first best well-published novel from the trash, and purchased the van that almost killed him in '99 just to smash it up with a bat. This writer is still dedicated to the love of his word and his family that is continuing his love for writing. Lastly, I'd like to read you one quote that really sums up this author. It goes like this: French is the language that turns dirt into romance. Think about it. And this he does, and he does well. So please give a warm welcome to our guest speaker and worldwide best-selling author, Stephen King.